I compiled the most popular products that you all love the most that are under $25. So let's check it out. I get it, your phone already has a flashlight, but the amount of additional functionality coming out of this 900 lumen flashlight that will cost you less than a Big Mac meal is well worth the added space on your keychain. It's got 10 light modes, including the fact that the body recharges to be glow in the dark too. It's also waterproof, and while made of a plastic body, it's lightweight but not in a cheap way. It feels sturdy in the hand with the lack of any moving parts, and even has a giant babe magnet around back so you can go hands-free as a quick emergency light too. It's small enough that it doesn't weigh you down, and thankfully it charges through USB-C too. So a huge shout out to Taylor from Best Damn EDC for sharing this one. I instantly picked one up because while flashlights aren't for everyone, having one that can do this much for about $20, if you skip your lunch one time this week, this might be the best EDC discovery of the year. Moving to the opposite side, hidden within the zippered compartment is literally the only cable Bond needs to charge and access any of his devices. The new rolling square InCharge X can handle up to 100 watts, making it probably the fastest and tiniest charging cable available. The real benefit though is in the multiple cable options built into this tiny case with a USB-A, USB-C, Lightning, and micro USB plugs available. You can quickly transfer or charge to the USB-C plugs, support older devices with USB-A, and still be completely compatible with any Apple device requiring a Lightning port too. My favorite use case going to the ability to charge my iPhone directly from my iPad as a backup while on the go. No more dealing with long and tangled wires, just this tiny yet sturdy metal bodied one with, might I add, a thick AF cable, making it the one cable you will not be able to break. Especially when combined with the tough casing, it's just amazing how over-engineered this is, and yet so very appreciated that it is too. When done, it magnetically attaches to itself, creating a loop to make for easy storage and even fitting comfortably on your keychain to have ready with you at all times. So what would you prefer? Having to carry all these cables with you, or having it conveniently packed into this little device? Seriously, as it's just about the size of a Haichu when packed away. Although one is definitely tastier than the other. Now we all know what a slob you are. That's why you need this, an OXO sweep and swipe laptop cleaner. This cute little package is like what a mop is to a floor or a dustbuster to your high school trophies. It's got a retractable soft brush on one end, which feels like it's made of a teddy bear, and covered on the opposite end a microfiber cloth with sharp ends for those tricky corners. Now imagine this, you're working hard, your boss is virtually scolding you, so you decide to take a break. In comes your favorite snack, a pack of Malba toast, and bang bang, you've been there, I've been there, it happens to the best of us. Luckily, for the most part, it's still salvageable because it's your last pack. But those cute little crumbs is a no-go. That's where the sweep and swipe shines. Boom, zing, bungalow. When it's all clean, don't forget to pet it for being a good boy. And alakazam, all the tiny crumbs, be gone. But I'm also not a monster. I'm not gonna waste the rest of it. Don't forget about that weird habit we all do. Admit it, you've done it too. Not a problem for this block of cheese though, and yes, it's also great for any of your other devices as well. Everything packs away when done, keeping it fresh for your next snack in about an hour or so. Plus, you will find yourself brushing this along your skin because it really is as soft as a baby fox. Now, 87% of you don't need this, but for the other 19%, not only is this a must-have, you'll feel major satisfaction when you're done. This Pureport kit is like a multi-tool, but for your iPhone. It's got 6 tools built in with extras included in the package too, but it basically offers everything you need to clean every hole, corner, and crevice on your iPhone. Because if you've ever plugged in your lightning cable and wondered why it wasn't charging, your iPhone isn't broken. You just need to do this. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. It's just an iPhone. But after several late night sessions, you've now got a brand spanking new hole to use. However, it doesn't end there. You also need to clean this. And like they taught you in grade school, a few strokes in this hole and a few strokes in that hole. Then, wha-bam, shiny and dirt-free. And finally, one spot that no one seems to think of, but collects the most dirt from your dusty ears. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many years of dirt builds up in here. But that goes for any device you own with deep grooves and cutouts too. Plus, when you're done, everything snaps back in place into this plastic starfish that is surprisingly durable, so you can toss this into your bag for a quickie at any moment. Combine that with the other cleaning accessories included, you'll be known as the iPhone janitor. Look, you asked for affordable EDC, and it doesn't get any better in terms of dollar to performance. than these Nite G series carabiners, which you may be wondering why. You may throw a ton of these away that come with your $2 AirPod cases from AliExpress. However, the Nite carabiners have been a channel favorite since we started, and the new G series brings in a few simple upgrades you probably never thought you needed, but rest assured, you do. Because when it comes to carabiners, its one job is to hold onto whatever it's holding onto. And with its double clip design, whatever you can fit inside isn't going anywhere. Perfect as a simple key organizer that you can confidently clip onto anywhere, like beside your other tiny tools. If you know, you know. Or onto your other gear that has any type of loop connection too. Pouches, bags, slings, basically anything else you carry with you. It will find a hole to fit into. Plus, with how quick it is to swap items in and out, you can easily carry other gear on the fly to go hands-free as well. All that in a tiny metallic package that feels sturdy and is about as as average sized as you are. For anyone nervous to actually have to be around other human beings, this is my all-time greatest fidget toy find, a D-FantiX spinner cube. Because not only is it a really smooth spinner for the price you pay, it's literally a slice of a Rubik's Cube. It's an all plastic build with a slight dome-like shape and curved in edges for proper ergonomics. Plus, the edges rotate like a proper cube would. And I know y'all understand the satisfaction of this alone. You can secretly fiddle with it during class thanks to its lightweight and dead silent design, or set it down on a table and flick it around to really get those ideas flowing. Don't worry as well, this is finally a Rubik's Cube you'll actually be able to solve. To top off the convenience of this bag, a hidden zippered pocket along the backside, basically quick access for your gear like this, the Orbitkey Ring V2, because no one thought a keyring could be that exciting, but here we are. Made of metal still, except with a single ring this time, and this pull tab that when released offers a single opening to attach whatever you need for the day, then simply pull it tight and whoop bam. Never break a nail again, which is honestly worth it alone. The pull lock stays secured no matter how packed it gets because it needs to be folded inwards before it can actually unclip. An extra step to avoid any accidental slippage. They do offer a silver and rose gold for a fancier finish, but they're all made of a durable metal that you can count on to just last, which when simply paired with your keys and an AirTag makes for the perfect set for a quick run to go buy milk, except you actually have your keys to come home this time. If you never seem to have the right cable on you, then the BUDI 9-in-1 adapter is the only stick of gum you'll need to remember to take with you. Not only does opening and closing it make you feel like a total spy, its metal casing is totally something James Bond would actually use too. Minimal branding, all black design, and this sick pull-out method is just an added bonus. Slots for micro SD cards on the inside, adapter heads for every type of plug, and a whole USB-C cable tucked in there too. However, if you plug the cable in the adapter itself, slide one of the micro SD cards in, and plug that bad boy in, it's also a micro SD card reader as well. What can't this do? Well, maybe not save the world, but it may save your butt trying to hand in the assignment right before a deadline. Better yet, not having to carry another long cable in your pockets for every single device is worth it alone. Plus, there's a hidden SIM card ejector too, because why not at this point? Everything neatly tucks back into its dedicated slot, and you can toss this into your bag without having to worry you may have forgotten something. Unfortunately, you'll probably still forget your keys anyways. But poking out of the first pocket, John Wick's most iconic tool of the assassin trade, this is the Rite in the Rain number 15 series work pencil. And when they say work, they mean twerk, because this can drop it down low, pick it up slow, and still not break a sweat. Or in this case, any lead, as the 1.3mm thickness allows you to complete all your Picassos without having anything cracking in the process. And you probably never thought that you'd need another pencil after leaving high school, but honestly, I just buy this because of how aesthetically functional it looks alone. Even though it's just a plastic build, the metal accents, deep clip, and even the blacked out eraser is, as the kids say, giving. Seriously, it's got everything you need from start to finish. Now you just need to figure out a reason to use a pencil over just typing it out on your phone. My favorite watch that will only cost you about one Big Mac meal, but when you show your imaginary friends this, well bam, so worth it. An actual toy robot that you can unfold and show off to your date how bad you needed to get out of the house.